everybody, this is a light language transmission. It is the weekly Divine Union Twin Flame Soulmate reading for the week of the 28th of June. The 3D day-to-day life situation that's happening this week is that there's a harmonizing of the masculine and the feminine energies as you shift out of the intense polarities and come more into understanding the opposite point of view. The polarity that there are several polarities, but there's usually a main polarity between the twins or their divine counterparts, which is, so you're drawn together spiritually, like a divine longing, a pulling together, a magnetizing, whilst on the ground in your day-to-day lives, in your personalities, in the families you've incarnated into the foundational structures, you have a lot of differences, and they're usually along a certain theme. And the idea is, and so that pushes you apart and makes it not possible to, in the early stages, to really be fully together in a physical relationship, day-to-day life, day-to-day co-creation, whilst you're always co-creating at the higher levels. So what I'm feeling this week with the energies, the astrology, the collective energies, is that there's more of an understanding of the differences and more of a harmonizing of the differences. I'm aware that we're building up to Mars and Venus coming together as well. They're coming closer and closer together. They're going to come into a conjunction around mid-July, I think, maybe early mid-July. And I feel in Leo, which is a really sunny, happy sign. So I believe this is building up for that. And so there, the card next to it then is the engagement, so that your love life is escalating to a higher level of commitment. So I think this means more engagement with your counterpart, more communication, more understanding, more coming together, more commitment to, what this is about, whether that's the mission, whether that's a romantic relationship, or whether it's coming together in a co-creative venture. It's a coming together in the real world in some form, which comes from this understanding each other's perspectives, understanding the polarity, understanding the differences, and realizing that that's what you were supposed to trigger in each other, so that you learn all sides of the spectrum on that particular theme. And there might be multiple themes. So then what that also leads to is letting go of control issues and allowing the situation to unfold naturally. So you can imagine if you're both on your different corners of the boxing ring, let's just say, you're holding tight to that perspective, you're holding tight to that polarity, and you're trying to make your environment or the situation fit how you see that it should be. And by seeing the other's perspective, understanding why you are supposed to learn that, and how your differences can coexist, and how they fit together, and how they teach each other, and how in fact they actually are a perfect complement once you've worked through all the resistances to it, and all of the harmonizing and the integrating of all of those lessons, and you come together harmoniously, holding polarities but holding a unity as a co-creation, with both perspectives working co-creatively, harmoniously, complementing each other. Then you can't hold tight to that control and to those structures that you know, that you believe it should be. You have to let go of those perspectives, of those old perspectives where the other is wrong, or the other's not okay, or they're not meeting expectations, and realizing that they're perfect in their own right, as are you, and both of your truths are correct. And with that, it allows the situation to unfold naturally, to come together with no expectation, with no holding on to anything, to how it should be, to wanting the other to be anything for you that they're not, wanting them to act in a certain way, or show their commitment in a certain way, or any way that is really even on any spectrum of codependency, whether that's, strong codependency, I need you to do this so that I'm okay, or whether it's, well, if you were in a relationship, then you would do this, like you would tell people, or you would shout it to the rooftops, or you would be calling me every day, whatever it is that is your idea of what this should be, because that makes you feel safe, or that makes you feel like there's a commitment, or whatever it is. This allows you to let go of it and let it be what it is. So in this transmission, we've got two antidotes, one at the base of the situation, at the earthly level, underlying this getting to know each other, underlying this harmonizing of the divine masculine and divine feminine, having cleared or worked through and transmuting the wounded masculine and feminine that create codependency, that create polarity, that create differences, that create that's not okay, I need it to be like this. And from above, the divine feminine coming in, trusting intuition, receiving the divine plan, developing psychic abilities, being open to enlightenment, expressing the inner song. So being in that true divine flow, which is a divine feminine principle, really, bringing that in to the harnessing the divine masculine power of creation down on the ground, destroying the old, visualizing your dream, and helping to manifest a new world down here on the ground, in unity with that divine plan, with the divine feminine, with what the divine feminine aspects are bringing in. So you can be looking at this as the divine masculine and feminine within yourself, and when you bring those into harmony, that then is reflected in your outside world. So you will meet other people who have amalgamated and merged and harmonized those aspects, and are also creating and visualizing and manifesting a new world, who are also committed to the purpose, to the mission, to the unity, and who are letting go of control, letting go of ego, and allowing the situation to unfold naturally. So let's bring those codes in. We're starting the divine masculine. Achata titkatato, achatitatatakatokochokoto, atachichatatakatokoko, achatitatachokoto, toko, toko, to, 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 to. Really feeling that in the soul seat, atitititititakato, which is your desire to bring in your soul's purpose and to act it in the world. Akatititititi, it's therefore like the commitment to it. Atatatatata. And the throat now, clearing the throat, becoming the expression of that purpose. Atatata-to. Okay, so now in the day-to-day life, the conscious aspect, what we're conscious of, bringing it into consciousness, bring it into your actions in your day-to-day life, your interactions with other people. iti to na 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 no na 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 ka to ata ato ata. Okay, bringing in the commitment. Also to ati te koboto ati si ti 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 o anamoko anja to nananang konto ato sa. Letting go of control. See. And I feel something in the right hand. See, like a ball of light or like a heart. I think it's heart in your hand. Ataka to atatata. So behaving from the heart rather from the mind or the learned programs. Atato ta ta. Okay. Nope, that one's already in. We've already connected to that. We've brought it down to here. That's it. So it is a healing. So make sure you rest, let it integrate. Anything that comes up is what we're purging out here. So it's the opposite of the unity. It could be things like judgment and control that might be coming up, and you might feel like you want to judge or you want to control. View it with love, view it from a heart space, allow it to come up and move out. Know that it's not permanent and let it go. Drink a lot of water. Blessings, everybody.